Okay, good morning, Chavra. Today is the 29th day of Tammuz, August 4th. First of all, good Teshuvah, Shavua Tov. Hope everyone had a wonderful Shabbos Mevorchim, Shabbos Chazak. And we're coming up very soon on Rosh Chodesh Menachem of. Today, which starts tonight and tomorrow, I believe, right? Yeah. Tonight. It starts tonight and it will be tomorrow. Tonight and tomorrow. Okay, so today is also a special day, Erev Rosh Chodesh. Now, today we're going to talk about the higher level of Teshuvah. The Alter Rebbe explained at the conclusion of the previous chapter, beginning chapter 9 now, Periktes, that through Teshuvah Ilah, the higher level of Teshuvah, the soul is totally cleansed and purified. Think about the greatness of Hashem and connecting with Hashem. It then ascends and cleaves to Hashem with the same degree of unity that it enjoyed before it descended into the body. I don't think you can get, once you reach the highest level of unity, that's it, right? It's not like if there's oneness, if there's wholeness, if there's unity, you can't get more unity, right? You're one with. If you're one with, then you're one with, right? Just trying to think of that, think it through in my head. You could be more united. So if the essence of your neshama unites with the essence of Hashem, then how do you get more united with the essence to the essence? It's certain times, it's like once you reach infinity, you can't reach higher than that. That's what I'm thinking. Furthermore, the Alter Rebbe quoted the Zohar to the effect that that Teshuvah Ilah involves Torah study with awe and love of Hashem. We touched on that yesterday at the end of the learning, that the highest level of Teshuvah is fulfilling the will of Hashem and love of Hashem. In the 4th chapter, however, he explained that Teshuvah Ilah involves reinstating the higher letter Hey of the Yud Kei Vav Kei. When we say Teshuvah, Tashu, Hey, returning the Hey, that's the second Hey. But what about the first Hey? Yud and then the Hey. So now we're going to talk about that. What possible connection does this have with studying Torah out of love and fear of Hashem? When these two spiritual emotions related to these two spiritual emotions are related to the letter Vav. The explanation of this subject, which levels of love and fear are related to the upper Hey, is discussed frequently in the Zohar and Kunim. The Bina, Teshuvah Ilah, that Bina is the higher level of Teshuvah. So you have Chachma, which is the Yud, higher Koyachma, the first idea, and then Bina is part of the higher level of Teshuvah, which is the Hey. Yud and then the Hey, and then we have the next the Vav, and then the next Hey. The mother crouches over the chicks, meaning Bina is the mother of her offspring, the love and fear of Hashem. So when one meditates profoundly with concentration on the greatness of Hashem, and then during that deep, intense meditation, he realizes that he cannot possibly fathom he cannot possibly fathom the greatness of Hashem. But that's what he says. At the end of Shemoneh Esrei, we say that we're nothing but dust. And it's often time that I think, I hope all the the meditation and the concentration that we were supposed to have during Shemoneh Esrei, if I messed it up, it's because we're nothing. We're so low that we even for 5 minutes we can't hold our concentration. So we meditate on the grace of Hashem, and through this comprehension, arouse a sense of intellectual awe and love. Uvituv tamadas, on rational grounds, we love Hashem because He is our life. That's based on a reason. That's not based on nothing. There's a reason why we love, because He's our life. You will not be content with the endowed latent love alone. That's passed on. This is concealed in the heart of every Jew and needs to be but revealed. Every Yid has the love of Hashem, but it's just sitting dormant. It needs to be woken up. Such a worshiper, though, creates instead a love of Hashem through his own intellectual endeavor. So too, with fear and terror of Hashem, or yubusha, or shame, kinoida, as is known. This is a deeper form of Ava. It's based on a reason, which one feels ashamed in front of Hashem's presence. That we did an Avera, we feel embarrassed. When one spiritual emotions of love and fear are born in the mind, then then it's termed the mother crouching over the chicks. Bina has given birth and hovers over her offspring, the love and the fear of Hashem. Is tabkus rucha berucha, the ahava, the love of Hashem, is primarily cleaving of spirit to spirit. What does that mean? Meshkasu yishakeni minashikois pihu b'gaimer kenoida, as the pasuk says, he kissed me with the kiss of his mouth. In Shir Hashir. With regard to this, cleaving of spirit to spirit, connecting with Hashem in this deep, passionate way, the pasuk says, "You shall love Hashem with all your soul." We discussed we discussed that. That's like l'mayla b'tav v'das. With all your soul, shehem heim kol chelkei hanefesh seichel midas l'v'shehen machshavah d'u'remaisa l'davka kulan ba'yispare. This means that the love is so intense that all aspects of the soul, the intellectual and emotional garb, and all their garbs of speech and thought and deed are to cleave to Hashem. This means that man's emotive faculties are to be bound up with his. As he is merciful, so should you be merciful. So when a person acts kindly out of compassion, for example, this emotive faculty of his is bound up with Hashem's. Again, everything we do, we mentioned this yesterday in the Maimer, that even the mundane things, not just prayer, but even the simple mundane things, as long as the motivation is to serve Hashem, it's for holy purposes. So whenever we're kind and compassionate to somebody else, we're also connecting to Hashem's kindness and compassion. And so too, man's intellect. We connect with Hashem's wisdom. And that's when we go back to the study of Torah. When we learn Torah, we're connecting to the Chachma of Hashem, and as the Zohar mentions many times, that Hashem and the Torah are one. So if you really want to connect to the Torah, the most tangible way to do it in this world is by learning Torah. What did I say? If you really want to connect to Hashem, which is really the same thing, if you really want to connect to Hashem in this world, the best way to do it is by learning Torah. And so too, so too man's thoughts be reunited with Hashem. When you speak words of halacha, you're connecting to Hashem. As in the pasuk says, I placed my words in your mouth. And also, so that's as far as words and thoughts, but also deeds. Unite with Hashem through deeds like giving tzedakah. To revive the spirit of the crestfallen. So you're giving tzedakah, you're doing everything in thought, speech, and action to connect to Hashem. Again, as long as the machshava, the intent is the right way, and you're doing it because Hashem asked you to do it. I noticed somebody gave tzedakah today and was probably having in mind what we learned last night, giving with an intention as opposed to just tossing it in a can, which we're very used to doing. And it's something that we sometimes need to be reminded of. Okay, Steve, we're going to jump to the end. The takeaway for today, obviously there's a little bit more to learn, but a practical implementation of Teshuvah. Just like a rope that rips, when tied together, you double knot it to strengthen the previously weakened point. So we double our Torah study to not just to reconnect, but to strengthen our bond with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And I would add that especially at this time, during the 3 weeks, we learn about the Beis Hamikdash, we learn about Mashiach, and we try to strengthen our bond with Hashem to overcompensate the lack of not just ourselves, but of our previous generations of Bnei Yisrael and this time period, to bring about the Geula and to change these days from days of sadness into days of celebration. May it be speedily in our days. Amen. Okay, boys, Yuda, have a great day. See you guys soon. Have a guten Tag and a good Chodesh.